Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Jack, and today is another LEGO live stream. This is the first of the week on Monday morning-ish. And this is actually a Ninjago set that we're building today, and it's not from this year. I think we've knocked out all the Ninjago sets for 2017, and we're in the process of doing some Ninjago minifigure collecting. So there were some good deals on Amazon for these guys. Anyways, so I picked up this set. It is Jay's Elemental Dragon, set number 70602. It has 350 pieces exactly. Sells for $30 in the States, 25 pounds, or 31.50 euro. I mean, that's probably specific to a particular country, but yeah, so it's a pretty decent part to price ratio. It's actually a little bit cheaper on Amazon. I haven't left an affiliate link for this particular set. Usually we do leave links, but I feel like there's something up with our Amazon account, and I wasn't sure if it was compromised, and I didn't want to send a weird link that could have been hacked or something to you guys. So there's no link on our description, but you can get this for $25 on Amazon right now, a little bit cheaper, and actually that's the case for a lot of 2016 Ninjago sets, just FYI. Anyway, let's go down to this one. All right, let's get this thing open. And hello, everybody. How are you? I hope everything is wonderful. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a pretty nice, relaxing one. Was walking all up and down the beaches and stuff in San Diego. Great weather. It still hasn't gotten super hot here, and I kind of like it when it's a little bit cooler and breezy and stuff. So I was having a good time. Let's see what we got on the inside. One bag. Bag number one, bag number two, it's kind of crumpled up, and then bag number three. They're all about medium-sized pieces, and there should be, it looks like, 2 manuals. This is manual number one, super folded. Manual number two is not quite as kinked up, and these are the stickers. I'd say that's about an average amount of stickers for a set that is 350 pieces. And let's get the build on. All right, hey Jack, have you seen the new Thor movie trailer? Yes, I just watched the brand new Thor movie trailer right before I started this stream, and it looks awesome. It looks funny. I'm looking forward to it. I know that Thor, like the second Thor movie, didn't really get like reviewed that well. I didn't actually see the second one. I saw the first one, which I kind of liked. This looks good. Honestly, this looks funny. It just looks like kind of crazy. Yeah, and the new Hulk. He looks so good. That's that great scene that they showed off in the trailer where they kind of like meet for the first time in the battle arena. It looks like it's gonna be a fun movie, and I'm looking forward to it. Probably gonna see that one in theaters. And glad Robin isn't here. Who did the thumbs down? Bam. All right, so we're getting this thing started. There's a minifigure in here, and this is kind of a weird, I was not expecting this to be part of, when I was doing some minifigure collecting and kind of checking out what was around on BrickLink when we're doing, because we're trying to get all the Ninjago minifigures for some collection videos and stuff. This minifigure I'm building right now is so hard to find. Not Jay. This minifigure, the female pirate, Cyrus, I think she actually has a name. She is like, for some reason, nobody has her on BrickLink. It's the weirdest thing. This set, I don't know, maybe it went through a weird production thing where it just wasn't produced as much as the other one, so it's maybe a rare set. I don't think it is, though. But there's one vendor. When I was going through and looking for like, ooh, oops, actually she needs a little piece around her neck. She, like, it's the weirdest thing, but like nobody is selling this minifig. She's not rare. That's the weird thing, is like she's just a normal fig, kind of. Her face printing is the only thing exclusive about her, actually. The eye patch with the female face. I'll show you guys closer up all the detailing and everything. But this figure is not actually that expensive. I think she was like $4 or $5 on BrickLink. But she was the only person selling her was this one guy in Germany, which is like unheard of. I mean, like if it's from a common set, like usually vendors will buy lots of sets and they'll just put the minifigure up on they'll put them up on BrickLink like kind of right off the bat. This one was not the case, though. Super weird. So she's really hard to find. Like right now, she's like, if you don't have the set, it's pretty much impossible to get her outside of buying the set. The figure herself isn't actually that expensive. There's just nobody selling her. So I thought that was really strange. I haven't run into things like that. Or I have run into things like that on BrickLink, but only if it's a really, really old set, that that, you know, not a lot of people have anymore, from like maybe 10 years ago. Then it can be hard to find minifigs. Like I was looking at Western figs like Cowboys and Indians, and there was like this one guy, not that expensive, just nobody was selling them because he just, you know, he just kind of fell to the wayside at a certain point. But it's weird that she's like a year old and she's just almost impossible to find now. It's kind of strange how figures can somehow fade away very quickly, depending on how they are distributed. I don't know what led to that, but that was the case for her. And part of the reason, undeniably, part of the reason why we actually got this set. It is also on sale, and there's also a lot of nice pieces to it. I've said in the past that I'm not a big fan of the way dragons are in Ninjago. I can't, honestly, I haven't really looked at this one that much. I think this dragon looks alright. But I have to say I was more intrigued by this little mini flyer that we're doing. Also, we get a great monkey. We've gotten this guy too before in another set, but we've got like the kind of metallic pirate monkey. And one of the best uses for a stud gun that I've seen in a really long time. So, that's what's going on right here right now. It's so simple, but it's actually really cool. So this is the stud gun. We've got our stud in here, so it could just shoot a brown stud. But instead, we've got ourselves a chain that sticks to the back with the one stud, and then the other part of the chain sticks to the front stud here, and then we add our harpoon. So it's a stud gun, harpoon gun. We've gotten harpoon guns and stuff with Batman sets, but they weren't stud loaded. They didn't have like an actual shot. And now, I don't know how well this is going to shoot, but yeah, it shoots just fine. Now we actually have a shooting grappling hook gun. That's so good. That is like such an excellent play feature. You know, people love to hate on stud guns, but that actually works really well. So, anyways, there's some nice little details about this set that sort of caught my eye. And it's a decent part to price ratio. $25 for 350 pieces. Not such a bad deal. I would suggest checking that out on Amazon. I would have normally left a link, but I think it got hacked. I honestly think our Amazon affiliate account was hacked. So I can't confirm it. I was trying to search it, and I couldn't really find any information on it. And I think the hack like the weird URL that was placed on our affiliate link was set up in a way where when you try to search it, it gets bombarded by a bunch of other popular searches. So I think that's maybe another indicator that indeed the hacking is happening. It's possible that it didn't get hacked. I just didn't want to risk sending you guys to a corrupted URL. No point in that happening. It's crazy. Once you start YouTube and stuff, people want to like hack you. It's so strange. I guess it's like just being like a personality online. People are like, ooh, we can mess with this guy now. Hasn't been too bad for us here, but it has happened to my brother Charlie for his gaming channel and stuff. It's kind of crazy. Chewy bricks don't ask for people to watch you. July 7th, Iron Spider. What? Green Netherland. This is a great set. People like the set. Well, that's good. I'm hearing something positive about this set. This flyer really does intrigue me. All the flyers. There's actually a couple of flyers from this last wave. We didn't get everything from this wave, but usually, not usually, but sort of more often than not, Ninjago sets get parted down more often in our studio than other themed sets, just because I don't know, just Ninjago, like especially the good guys sets, almost always they're getting parted down. Oh, interesting. We had some very small. Oh, they're so small. These stickers are really tiny. Okay. We got the translucent ones, but usually, yeah, especially sets for the good guys are almost always getting parted down in Ninjago here at the studio. I don't know why, just the vehicles almost never really grab me. But for this wave, almost all the bad guy vehicles, all the pirate flyers have been saved because I just love the builds for the pirate flyers. I'm like, yeah, we've got a couple. I can see them actually in the back right now. So we've got some cool sets. I do think that they got some stuff right here. The pirate flyers. Okay. Let's see if I can get this open. Yep. More stickers on the other side, of course. Tiny, great, thanks. You know, you've used the link before. Oh, somebody says that they've used our links before and they're fine. No, I specifically mean after, like, something must have happened this weekend and our URLs have changed permanently from our affiliate links. So all of our old links on our old videos are fine. And you can tell, I can tell, because it goes straight through Amazon. You can see the abbreviated Amazon affiliate name within the URL. So you know that you are going to an Amazon or an Amazon subsidiary site. That's something I know. Like our previous links are fine. I don't want that to get confused. I didn't add any new links because when I was logged into our account, everything, all the traffic, no matter what kind of link I tried to set up, all the traffic was going through this brand new website called alexa.design. And I was like, well, Amazon does have an Alexa thing going on, but they didn't tell us within our, oh, what the heck? Did I not build this thing properly? Hold on, hold your horses. Oh, interesting. Oh, I see what happened. I messed up. I done messed up, guys. Like, we know that Alexa's, that's that new thing where, okay. So we actually, oh, we're putting it through the bottom one. Okay, got it. Just lifting it up just slightly. It was just out. So there's a few things about, that just looked fishy. I was like, why is our affiliate link not sending us to Amazon? Like, that's so weird that an Amazon link would not actually go to Amazon. And I didn't even want to click on it because I wasn't sure if it was gonna mess with my computer. So I was trying to Google it, but everything's about Amazon. Everything's about Alexa voice control. I can't find like why the URLs are switching. So, anyways, it's a simple thing. It's not anything to really worry about. I might send like an email over to the guys at Amazon and be like, hey, what's going on, buddy? Okay, we got some more stickers coming in. I like the look of this flyer. It kind of reminds me of one of those. What's that one actual military plane where it's got that really big. Oh, the Warthog. It's got that really big gun in the front. And it's so powerful that if it fires the gun for too long, it'll stall the plane out and it'll start to like nosedive or something. This thing's got such the 6-shot rapid shooter stud gun thing. It seems like it's kind of on the same sort of in the same boat. It shoots. If it shoots all these shots like really fast, it's flying and then it'll shoot and then it'll stop it and then it'll fall. That's actually a real thing that happens to planes, which is crazy when you think about it. Alright. Looks like we've got a wrench in here. Is that everything for this little flyer? Oh, no, not quite. Oh, well, we have to load the thing, of course. Oh, and put the handles on. Handlebars. Alright, this is a pretty simple ship. I'm going to load it up, and it should be ready to rock. Not bad. I think it works pretty well. Are you going to buy the summer Lego Batman movie sets and winter Lego Batman movie sets? We're buying every single Lego Batman movie set. Yes, we are. Every single Lego Batman movie set is going to come into this studio. There are certain themes that we don't get everything of, but Lego Batman movie is one of the themes that we buy everything for because it's awesome. All right, so we've got our flyer. I think she does have a name. I can look it up in a second. Here she goes. Yeah. And then this is his name. This is the Monkey Wretch. The Monkey Wretch. So these are bad guys. I think the setup for the bad guys are awesome. Right here. I think that's actually very, very good. I'm going to put them off to the side because, of course, now we're moving on to our main build. This is called Jay's Elemental Dragon, after all. So we have to make the dragon. And by the way, this is I think I didn't say earlier, but this is the Jin Blade and it has Naya stuck inside. Yeah, I'll show you guys kind of close up on everything later, but that's the Jin Blade. Somebody's stuck inside all the blades. I don't know. I don't really follow. Oh, see, this is so nice. We get 1x1s in light blue, light trans blue. That is not a common piece. Not really. Not recently, I should say. So yeah, this set actually has a lot of really useful parts that I think people would appreciate. Ooh, I think I just burped. Would appreciate having. So I think it's gonna be a pretty nice set, even if you're not huge on the dragon, which I know I haven't been in the past. I think I'll still be happy with all the different parts I'm gonna get from this. Boom. All right. Solid brick here. I'm gonna buy the Milano versus the Obelisk. Yeah, I know a lot of people liked that set. I personally liked the original Milano set. It was just bigger. But the smaller Milano doesn't actually look any less detailed. I don't think. I thought they did a good job because it is smaller. I thought it was gonna be just not as good looking. I think it does still look really good though. It's just a lot smaller comparatively. And I just didn't understand why they made it so much smaller than the last one. And the Obelisk, I thought the Obelisk could have been a bit bigger too. The Obelisk is at like 1/10 of the size it should have been. But then it would have just been some massive set, some set that would have cost, hundreds of dollars probably if they'd made that Obelisk as big as it could have been. There we go. I think we're building the main back body of the set. This is probably where Jay's going to sit, I have a feeling. Almost positive on that. I think this is like right by his seat. Oh, oh yeah. Almost forgot these stickers too. Gosh, there's so many stickers. Okay. Need to make sure not to get them onto the wrong corner because you can mess that up. I think this is correct. Yes. There's one. Flip it around. It didn't take very long for the usual 3 to start. All right. You guys streaming are so weird. I don't know. Every time I look up, it's every now and then I do see some nice questions and stuff, but it is a lot of bickering. Man, I was trying to get this thing set up on Twitch, but I just could not quite get there during the weekend. And now I've got to spend all my time working on regular episodes to have actual episodes coming out this week. But that would be cool. I do want to kind of get this stream up and running on Twitch as well. I don't know how hard or difficult that is. I had Mike working on it, but he couldn't really figure it out. So, or he could, but I don't know. Well, we couldn't get it working. Not yet. But here we go. Oh yeah, by the way, Mike is not in. He's not in this week. He's in Poland right now. He's celebrating Easter with his family, so that's cool. So it's just gonna be me. You're stuck with me. But we've got some cool episodes coming out. I'm gonna be working like mad to try to get as much cool content out as possible throughout this week and next week. And we've sort of made an unofficial, official rule, at least with ourselves here in the channel, to try to get one custom build out a week and to get 2 collection videos out a week. That's the idea. And then of course we'll have news and mock news for the weekend. So we're trying to work out, like, we weren't really trying to at first. It's just sort of naturally happening of just like, hey, let's get these episodes out. Oh, let's try to make these episodes, you know, try to keep it keeps us a little bit more organized, but it also just kind of like keeps fresh, more interesting content coming out just a little bit more often. So the idea is to have both 2 collection videos, one larger one, like Thursdays is kind of a larger video, where we kind of look at like a much broader collection, and then Mondays always focuses on just a single character. So today, Monday, was the penguin, so it's a shorter video just because there's like 6 penguin figs. And then Thursday is going to be some like larger collection video that's going to focus on like a whole theme or something like that. So that's the idea, at least. Some of the Thursday episodes, I think, are going to be focusing on single characters, especially when we get all these Ninjago guys. There's so many J's and Coles and everybody. There's so many of those guys that it'll get to the point where we'll sort of need... Oh, this is kind of nice. This is a blow dart. This is a blowgun. So it's this is a little blowgun here, and then a little the syringe is the dart, and it comes with a spare. So I kind of like that because they're both small enough to the point where you can have one in the back of the dragon, and then you've got your blow dart, and it's actually a tube. There's a hole in there. It's not a bar piece. You can't fit the dart inside that, of course, but oh wow, those are all spares. That's so many spares. Okay. Let me get back to this. So these are all spare parts, and we just finished bag 1. Part of that is because we have this 6-shot stud shooter, so all these studs are extras. But bag 1's done, as well as manual 1. So manual 2 is going to be twice as big because it's got to fit all the steps for the next 2 bags instead of just 1. So I'm going to move all these spares out of the way, and let's get all the parts out for bag 2. Okay. Move back in here. Let's get the manual over here. All right, so let's get this thing on the road. Oh, okay, so where are we right now? All right, so if you are just tuning in to this live stream, this is the Jay's Elemental Dragon, as you might have deduced from the title. It is a set not from this year, but it was one of the sets last year with the flyer. What the heck the name of that theme is? These are with the flyers. Oh wait, are we gonna build? Gosh, it doesn't even say ×4. I was like, the older manual just says there's 4 pictures. So okay, yeah, we're building 4 legs. So make sure not to mess up that thing. If you start building it and then realize that you've haven't done it 4 times over. Okay, so let's do this over like this. Nice. But anyways, yeah. So this is a set from 2016. It is 25, or it's $30. Originally sold for $30 in the States. 25 pounds or 31.50 euro. Right now there is a sale on Amazon. I would suggest it's just $5 off on Amazon, and we got this partially because it's cheap on Amazon right now, and partially because we are collecting all of the Ninjago minifigures, so it's not a bad way to do it. And one of these figs I'll show you guys at the end was like, for some reason they're just not selling her online right now, which is super strange because this set isn't like really rare or anything. And there's like, she just has this one exclusive face print, and she was really hard to actually find anybody selling her online, which was kind of strange. I was really surprised to discover that when I was doing sort of the research on BrickLink and being like, why is this one fig just impossible to find? All right, so we're building all the legs now. But anyways, yeah, so I think the little flyer that I built earlier was pretty awesome. I was pretty happy with that. And hopefully this dragon is cool too. If nothing else works, I think this set is a really good part to price ratio, especially with that, especially with Amazon being a little bit cheaper for this thing right now. Actually, a lot of these 2016 Ninjago sets have gone down. A lot of them aren't that much extra. They're all cheaper, but not by a huge margin. So I don't think you're going to be like, this is $5 off in the States right now. And I can't attest. I don't know if this sale is also for like the UK people. So if you want to buy it in pounds, I do not know, because Amazon UK is technically, it's just a different whole set of sites and the distributors. I don't know if it goes through on across international orders. Maybe if you guys know that, you'll know if the Amazon thing is working out for the UK. Oh, interesting. Okay, so now let's just build a bunch of toes, a bunch of golden toes. I actually like the build for these toes, though. There's definitely elements of this elemental dragon that I'm liking a lot. Hey, Jack, what kind of sets would you love to see in Lego Ninjago? Well, I mean, the sets that I'm looking forward to, obviously, from the Lego Ninjago movie. The few pictures that we've gotten of some of those sets, I think Mike reported on it for the news this last weekend. But some of those sets are looking awesome. So from the actual series, though, I don't really watch the Ninjago series, so I can't really speak to what kind of sets I think are lacking or missing, because I don't really know as much about what would be lacking or missing. Generally speaking, I would like to see a Ninjago, like, because the themes kind of go everywhere. I would like to see a theme that isn't quite as crazy. I know, like, Ninjago tries to kind of outdo itself, and I can't help it. I'm just an older Lego fan who just likes to do, that would love to see classic stuff come back. Classic Castle instead of Nexo Knights, or classic Ninja instead of Ninjago. Generally, I don't know. I just think that's just a lot more fun for me. So I don't know. I do think the crazy cool sets from the Ninjago movie are going to be awesome, though. I think the ones that we've seen so far, and the possible, like, there's some big direct-to-consumer Ninjago sets coming out, which they've never done before, means that they're sort of adding like a whole new quality. All right. So we've got 4 identical legs, and I'm attaching all of them right now. Let's see. Yeah, guys, no politics in the live stream. I can see a couple of things. People kind of putting their political opinions. It's just, this is Lego. You know, the beauty of YouTube is you can make a channel about whatever you want. And I wanted to make a channel that was all about just hanging out and building Lego. If you guys want to talk about politics to a bunch of people that are hanging out watching a Lego live stream, I mean, I'll just no. First of all, it's silly. Second of all, it's super silly. So, yeah. Thank you, One Life to Liver. It's a nice. Just wanted to say I love your content, guys. Keep up the great work. That was from One Life to Liver, not to live, to liver. That's a quality name. That's a quality name on YouTube right there. One Life to Liver. Good stuff going on. Good stuff. And what? Hold on. I was looking up. Hope this isn't a ×2 or whatever. No, it's not. Okay, I think I'm building like the head or something. I'm not sure. I do not know. Fizzle Wall 27. That's an interesting one. Peccapensa. Do every Pirates of the Caribbean minifigure, says Peccapensa. And yes, we will do every Pirates of the Caribbean minifigure. We actually are in the process of still ordering some, but because we had some left over from sets, and then there's a handful. Some of dude, I can't remember which one it was. It was like the Black Pearl or something. But some guys are really expensive now. Those Pirates of the Caribbean figs are crazy expensive. You know, because the thing about Pirates of the Caribbean is it had so many really big like sets. You know, every really big pirate ship set was insanely huge and expensive and stuff. So all the exclusive figs that came out for those sets are really expensive too. So it was one of the more pricey collections to kind of look through and even just pick up. So fortunately, we did have quite a few of those guys from previous sets or when we bought like tubs of Lego way back in the day. So yeah, we got most of them. I think we're almost done collecting all of them. Actually, I think all the orders are in. We're just waiting for the last guys to come in. So that'll be like, for example, that'll be one of the larger sets for Thursday. One of the larger episodes will be like a Pirates of the Caribbean episode. And that'll be cool because we got all the new guys from the new movie as well. So that'll be sweet. And all right, so this ratcheted point here. Oh, wait a second. Did I just do something silly? I did. I did something silly. Did anybody guess it? I put the legs on backwards. Okay. And they're really stuck in there. There we go. That's a pretty good mistake. I'm back. All right. Dun dun dun. Okay. Did I just put it on the correct way? Yeah, I did. Okay. I definitely don't want to take all the parts off again and then put them on the wrong way again. That would be... I've done that before. You ever realized you built something wrong in Lego and then you take it apart and then you put it back together and you weren't even thinking about it and you put it back together the wrong way a second time? That's when you feel really silly. Silly is a nice way to say it. You feel really dumb. Yeah, I've definitely done that before where I'll take it apart and be like, let me put this back together now. And then I put it back down. I'm just like, okay. I should just retire. Okay, here we go. Not too many more pieces left for bag 2. We are bombing through the set relatively quickly. If this seems like a long live stream to you guys, then maybe it is. Building Lego is not about speed, but during a live stream, I do kind of try to make it a little bit quicker, a little bit more efficient, because, you know, this isn't the most action-oriented content in the world. It's just hanging out, chilling during a Lego live build. And I do want to set up a thing with the cameras in the city at one point, because I think that a lot of people have asked for that, and I think that is a really good idea where we can get, if I can get cameras set up in the Lego city and do maybe a live build within the city, that would be awesome. Actual building within the Lego city. So maybe when the new Lego City sets come out for 2017, because there's some really cool ones, maybe we can actually build it inside. So like, for example, the Fun at the Beach set with all those really cool beach minifigs. we could like have a built-up shoreline. We already have our shoreline actually kind of built up. I haven't done an episode on that yet for the city. But we can build up stuff over there, and then we can make an episode all about setting up all the figs on the beach, which I think would be a really, really fun episode for a live stream. So that's something that you guys can look forward to. Jack, I really enjoyed when you customized friend set on the live stream last week. Any plans to do more of that? Yeah, if inspiration strikes, I actually did a little mini custom build this morning when I should have been doing something else. I've got a bunch of episodes I need to be editing, and then I just saw this great little build, and I just was building that instead of doing stuff that, you know, I'll probably be staying like later in the day now to finish off other things that I should have been doing. But the thing is, I really do want to make sure that if I do custom building on the stream that I've got like all the parts set up. The reason why I did that Lego Live, the friend set, was because it was so easy. It was just switching colors out. It was like it was just like set it and forget it. You know, it's just like, okay, this guy switched out some parts, and I kind of looked through it very quickly and was like, all right, I know we've got the pieces for this, and I pulled out some of them beforehand, but I wasn't quite sure what some of those internal parts were when we had to switch it around. So that was like best case scenario. Just like, okay, this is super easy to do, because the problem with doing custom builds like that is if I'm looking for parts and I'm looking for a piece for like 5 minutes or something, and I'm like kind of off camera, like I can maybe rearrange some of the cameras to the point where you can see a little bit more of the studio as I'm kind of searching for stuff. But the danger in that is that the stream can become incredibly boring if I can't find the parts I'm looking for. Because I'll just be looking for stuff for like a really long time, and it'll be super goofy and weird. So I do absolutely want to do more Lego Live building stuff on streams. I think that would be really interesting, but I just have to plan it out. Like that last time was almost like kind of off the top of my head, like, oh, that's super easy and fun. But for later stuff, live building, I really am going to have to like just make sure. It just takes a little bit more time and effort and planning than just doing a set build. Obviously, a set build is like, oh, open it, build it, good job, you know. Whereas if I don't have the other one properly planned out, it can be like the worst stream ever. Because it'll be like, oh, I was going to build it, and then I just couldn't find this part, and I was looking for this one piece, and I don't know, blah, blah, blah. You know, and it'll just end up being silly. But I do want to set more of that stuff up. I think it's more interesting and more fun. Especially, I think it works better for just the context of a live stream. So yes, it's gonna happen. It's just not gonna. Don't be expecting it like anytime too soon. Just because it just takes more time and effort. It might look simple. It might look just like, oh, just build a thing. But in terms of planning regular content, because what we want to do with this live stream, I know a lot of people were complaining like we live stream too much and they just want to see our other content more or whatever. It's like, it's funny that like our normal episodes have not, like, we haven't done any less of our regular scheduled content. We've just been streaming on top of our regular scheduled content, and that's what we always want to keep, is like no matter what, when we're working on episodes and stuff, the live stream stuff is just after. It's like it's extra stuff. This is extra content on top of episodes that already come out. We try to keep regular episodes coming out every single day, and we try to keep live streaming going as well. But if you guys are regulars, you'll know that we missed a day here, or we missed a day there, and that's because we were just looking at the schedule and we're like, we don't have time to live stream today. We got to get regular content coming out instead. So the live stream stuff is just kind of fun extra stuff that we do. Okay, here we go. Nice. So we just built the bottom of the mouth. I thought that was going to be the top, but it's actually the bottom. Or no, maybe that is the top still. Maybe I'm being silly. Oh yeah, that's the bottom. That would make sense. That's so cool. Yeah, that's actually... I like when they use the droid arms here, because you get a lot more posability. Like, okay, the jaw works like this, and that's probably a pretty good way to do it. But if you really want, you can push it forward more. There's just a little bit more space between the teeth. Or you can have like, well, maybe not that. That looks kind of silly. But you can have it opened up and pull the droid arms back. And then you have a really big, open, wide mouth. You can really kind of play around with it. And I think that's such an easy way to do it. And it makes for just like some really cool dynamic poses with your dragon head. Let's get this thing on. Okay. Booyah. There it is. Oh, he's front heavy now. Okay, he's just about to fall forward. But of course, when we add the tail and everything else, he should be worked out pretty well. Let me just make sure that I've got all the proper pieces attached to all the proper places, because I'm looking at a couple of little extra parts. Let me just look back very quickly through these pieces here and make sure. Okay, there's one of them. Supposed to add this inverted round part on the inside here. And was there anything else with some trans blue pieces? I feel like there's a couple of trans blue. Bow, bow, bow. Dang it. Oh, I found it. I found it. I did. I found my trans blue part that was missing. There's a trans blue part that goes on the bottom of the neck here, and a trans blue piece, if I can get the chains out of the way, it goes on the bottom. If I got the chains out of the way, okay, it goes on the bottom here. All right, always make sure at the end of your bag to check if you've got any pieces larger than a 1x1 or a specialty piece, because it means you messed up. And if you don't check before that bag, then you'll have extra parts at the end of the build, and then you'll really not know where it is because you won't know how to look back through. Always a good thing. Who thinks they should do Simpsons brickheads? Everybody! Yeah, Simpsons brickheads would be awesome. There was a great custom builder last week. I did mock news yesterday for Sunday. And there was some awesome stuff. This guy was doing brickheads figures, and he had like the alien queen and Ripley in the power armor suit from Aliens, the movie. That was such a great set of brickheads figs. It looked really, really good. So I think people are really running with brickheads. I know custom builders are loving it. Because it's so simple and easy, and it doesn't take a huge amount of parts to create a figure, especially if you've gotten 1 or 2 or 3 brickheads figures from actual brickhead sets. You get all the parts that are required to sort of make up the basic body, the interior pieces with those 2 brick high side stud modified pieces. And then you're good to go. And then it's really just like you can follow a pretty standardized way to mess around with a figure, and then you can make any kind of character you want. Of course, provided you get the proper colors. But the parts aren't actually that difficult to acquire. So I think that's what a lot of people are gravitating towards. Is it's fun and it's super easy, and it's not gonna break your bank in order to create a custom brickheads figure. So people are liking it. I'm liking it. I hope they keep going with brickheads. Something tells me that brickheads is going to be... Ooh, these are actual printed piece. Oh my gosh. It's so printed. I like it. Actually, looks pretty good. I'll show you guys close up what the prints look like and all of that at the end. But, hey, a printed piece from a Ninjago. So that's something. That's something to celebrate. Okay. So it looks like this is going to attach this way. There's a nice little cross piece. That's where it came in. Super solid. Doesn't even wobble even a little bit. It's really put in there. I'm going to put the dragon off to the side because I think we're building the opposite end. We're just building the wings now and the tail. That's it. Pretty positive. So let's get these wedge pieces back in place. Surprising. Are there any... Did I miss the oh, wait. He's standing on the stickers. Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't lose any parts. Okay. I love Ninjago, still breaks the rule. Who knows the Lego universe? What Lego universe is? Lego universe, isn't that old game? I heard that the rumor is whatchamacallit. Oop. Wait a second, did I not build this correctly? Oops, I put this on the wrong side. Wait, yeah, I did. I put this on the wrong side. Just gotta reverse the wedges. That's easy. Yeah, Dimensions is, there's rumors Dimensions is getting pulled from production, and then they're gonna work on other Lego video games. It's interesting. Lego's been trying to get like a really big, massive game to kind of just keep on going and going and going, but right now it seems like everybody really just likes the sort of smaller, not smaller, but like the more specific, like Lego Star Wars and Lego Indiana Jones and Lego those kinds of video games are the ones that just keep on being the popular ones. And Lego's been trying to make the big ones. Like they thought Dimensions was gonna explode, and then it turns out that it's not really. And then they had another massive multiplayer Lego game that was, I think, just canceled last October too. So it's weird how like people love the Lego part, and then only unless it's like a really heavily licensed game. The Lego games usually don't do that well. I heard they're making Marvel Avengers 2. I'm actually looking forward to that one. I think that's going to be a byproduct of like people able to sort of spend more time on the developers are able to spend a little bit more time on completing like a really fully fleshed out game. So yeah, the Marvels 2 game I think actually has potential to be pretty sweet. What video are you watching? Hi again. Lego builds set a careful. Apparently there's going to be a Deadpool video game. A Deadpool video game? Probably. I'm sure it would do super well. Probably doesn't even have to be that great of a game. No Deadpool Lego video game. I doubt that, of course. But I still can't believe that Lego made an official Deadpool minifigure. It's funny because they made him in the image of what Deadpool looks like from the comics, and they did that before the actual Deadpool movie came out. But guaranteed, if they had not made a Deadpool set before the latest Deadpool movie was out, we would never have gotten a Deadpool minifig from Lego. Never. In a million years, that never, ever, ever would have happened. But because they did make it, they made it before the Deadpool movie came out, then we actually get one, which is kind of funny. I really like that dynamic worked out. Dang it. Why is this sticker is so annoying? These stickers, I swear it had like static electricity and it wanted to stick onto a different part of the... Okay, there's one. Okay, interesting. This is going to attach to the gray side here. And then we've got the trans blue wings, which I think this is actually kind of a great piece. Make ice spikes or something, icicles and stuff out of these pieces. Lots of little things can be done with this, which is really cool. And I think we're attaching yet another sticker to this one. 12. Okay, yeah. See if the static electricity doesn't mess with this one. I swear there was like static on it. I just didn't want to move. Oh, this one's fine. This one's good. Okay. We are in business. Alright, that's one set of wings. Oh, dang it. I thought we were done, but we have a bit more. Ooh, these are cool pieces. Wait a second. One is way lighter than the other ones. Is that supposed to be like that? Oh, yeah. This is an extra lighter piece for the gin blade. These are the darker ones. Okay. Okay, so if it goes this way, we're building in this way. Nice. It's kind of cool. Looks like we're getting some good detailing out of this after all. And these will be fun. These are like always really fun pieces to have as extras for doing some cool, weird custom builds. You get all these fun sort of textural pieces. These lightning dual molded blades. Always a really cool piece to have. And this set comes with a ton of them. Also, I had this really ambitious build with a bunch of gold pieces earlier, and I sort of abandoned it because it was really, really tough. It was just I'm not going to say anything's impossible when it comes to Lego. It was just beyond my skill set, and I just didn't have enough spare pieces to kind of really get my grip on what the heck I wanted to make. But this set comes with so many more gold pieces, I might just want to revisit my previous project if I end up parting these down. Because we did get a ton more Ninjago sets, and I know some of these Ninjago sets are not going to remain built. We usually will eventually part down a lot of these sets. Nice, okay, I think I actually did just complete this wing. So this wing is going to attach to our giant dragon on this side. That actually looks pretty good. So it's gonna look pretty good on this side. It's pretty good. It's okay. I mean, brick built figs, I always like better when they're actual figures. When it comes to brick built animals, I get a little bit more picky just in terms of design choice and stuff. And so I've usually been pretty critical on Ninjago dragons for not looking kind of as cool. That's just my own personal opinion on it. Okay, I use a smartphone to make my videos. Don't use a microphone. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Just look up for a second. At least you guys can keep yourselves entertained too as the stream goes on. Mike made a good point the other day where he's like we could probably just do anything on the live stream and it would probably be like the same conversation for the most part. I feel like a lot of people jump in on the stream and then just kind of like it's all about what's happening in the comment section, you know what I mean? Which is fine. It's what you guys do. How do you become a mod? You become a mod by, well, we're not accepting new mod positions. I think we have enough moderators for now. So you don't become a mod is basically how it works right now. We will have eventually we will have, why is this not going in? This is so crazy. Okay, that was weird. Eventually we will be expanding this stream to be streaming both on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And when that's happening, then we will be accepting mods on Twitch and stuff as well. So hopefully that'll become a thing sooner rather than later. I thought we were going to have it this week, but we just couldn't get it up and running. And then every day is just like constantly trying to get content out, so we haven't been able to properly set it up, because we want to set it up where it's got graphics, and we want to set it up where it's got kind of fun little sort of interactive things, because Twitch is way more equipped for doing cool stuff on a stream. YouTube there is streaming, but it's not like the same idea. It's not nearly as well thought out as Twitch has, because that's all Twitch does is they stream. So they've created a way where you can really have cool animations popping up and all this other stuff, and so we want to have that kind of thing set up for Twitch. Make it look real professional when we have it sort of in the bag. And so setting it up really professional-wise takes 10 times as long as just setting up your normal Twitch account and just starting a stream. So that's why it's taken so much extra time to do that. And all right, we got to add these more of these weird looking sort of lightning sword pieces. Almost done now. We're almost done, by the way, guys. So I'm going to be doing the full Lego set review. I'm going to show you which of these minifigs was really rare. Like, not expensive. Like, she's not an expensive fig, just nobody is selling her. So I just don't get it. And we're just going to do a general... Oh, okay, yeah. I can actually push these all the way down. All right. So we're doing pretty good. Is this everything? I can't forget. I can't remember. I can't forget. Did I just say that? All right. Here we go. Let's get this gold sword in. It's kind of hidden a little bit. Then another little clip. Nearly there. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Here we go. Is that it? Is that it? I think so. Well, that except for the tail also. Remember, this thing needs a tail. Booyah! So I'm going to build the tail. That's not bad. Not bad. These are the reins. These chains are the handles for Jay when he's actually riding the dragon. Boom! All right. Let's get that out of the way one more time. Let's work on our tail. So that's really the last. That's the last of it right here. Okay, we've got ourselves a dagger, some gold dagger pieces. This must be the end of the tail. Okay, I see. And we got, yeah, this is definitely the end of the tail. So it's got a, almost like a stinger. Looks like a pretty dangerous looking tip, actually. Okay. It's kind of like a scorpion. And we should be good on this. I think I build 3 more of these. And the tail should be complete. And then we should be totally done with the whole set. Alright, I'm actually looking forward to this. 350 pieces. How long has this stream been going on? About an hour exactly. So yeah, it's definitely not that fast of a build, but I'm moderately happy with the way it's going though. I think it's done. Booyah. So there's the tail. It's all on ball joints. Everything is super, super flexible about it. And then, boom, here's the tail. There's the butt of the dragon. And, wait a second. Where's that attachment piece coming in? Because it looks like, why does it look like this piece is not, what the heck? Oh, there is a pin. There's a Technic pin I forgot to put into here, yeah. So there's the ball joint piece with the Technic pin. There it is. All right. Now, we've got ourselves the whole shebang. And let's get a couple of spring-loaded shots onto the shoulders. Not the greatest placement, I can already tell you right now, because the head is definitely going to be, oh yeah, that's a really awful placement for the spring-loaded shots. Get into why that is bad, but there it is. So I'm gonna zoom the camera out just a little bit, because it looks like, of course, the main featured part of the build is indeed the this dragon, Jay's elemental dragon. I like the placement of the legs though. I think the legs actually work pretty well. Okay, so this is our dragon, guys. This is our dragon. I'm gonna put Jay into the dragon because it'll just look better when he's sitting there and he's got his chained hands. He's holding on to his. Oh, interesting. So that actually makes it a little bit easier. You can kind of just hold his, sort of easier. You can pick up the 2 handles, and you can just kind of snap them into place. Oh. And then try not to press it down so hard that all the legs buckle in on themselves and the whole thing falls over. And this gold piece, where did that belong? I broke a, oh wait, it goes right here. Okay. So, yeah. Legs should be centered, and you shouldn't just push Jay onto the entire body of the chair. Okay. So there it is. There it is. Here's actual Jay's dragon. Let me move that stuff out. And I broke off a piece of his head, too. Okay. I don't think that's a dock on the set. I think that's me just being dumb. Okay. Wait, that goes forward just the tiniest bit. There it is. Okay. We're good. We're all good. Dragon's fine. Here's the dragon, Jay's elemental dragon. I do like the build for the head. I like these sort of horned pieces that come out. They've got some sticker detailing in the front. This all looks pretty nice for the dragon. The head isn't as posable as I would have liked it to be, but it's pretty good there. What is working really well is the jaw, though. So if you turn the whole head to the side, you can see it's just being held up by these droid arms, but that actually makes it a bit more posable, a bit more, oof, Gosh, there are a ton of little pieces, though, that do want to break off of this thing if you don't handle it properly, just properly, barely. So, I'm trying to put it on one-handed and still hold this thing. Okay, so what is working, though, look, you can really bring up the neck. The fact that we've got a posable neck joint that really kind of, you can bring the head up, and like the head can go way down like this, and then you can bring the whole neck of the dragon head up. That is probably one of the best bits of dynamic posing, is the neck and jaw here. Definitely the best part of posability for the entire set. The wings are kind of in this constant state of being a little bit folded and a little bit out, which is sort of like the happy medium that I think the designers settled on, because they couldn't, you couldn't have a full folded out function and then like a fully tucked in wing function. It looks like I already shot both of these spring-loaded shots. I didn't even mean to get them shot out. Okay, so the wings are okay. The thing is, they chose a spot that was like, all right, we can't have them folded, we can't have them spread out, we can have them move up and down, though. So it does still kind of look like flapping, but in reality, this thing, if he's flying, if this was like a bird or like an actual, like a dragon that you've seen from other mediums, I mean, like the wings would be spread way more out. You probably have 2 more of these sets of feathered sort of things splaying out, but you can't do that with this set. So it's kind of stuck halfway through, and they did that because it's just an easier toy. So it doesn't look as good as it could, but that's just kind of the way this thing was initially designed. Here's a pretty bad setup. We've got 2 spring-loaded shots. It's bad because naturally, when you want to, if you're a kid or if you're a person who just wants to pick up the dragon, you want to grab. I just shot that into the trash, and I didn't actually mean to, but that's why it's bad. The point when you look at it, if this is a brand new set, you're like, oh, I want to play with this. You pick it up, and your natural place that your hand wants to go is right here. I just got a donation from Just a Kid That Rants. No comment included, just a single dollar donation. Thank you, sir, for your contribution to the channel using the super chat function. But anyways, this is, so that's a really bad, because these handles, it's like, it's also set in, like you want to push it from the side. You don't even need to push it down. That's like the worst. It's like where you want to grab it, your natural placement of your hand wants to shoot it. So that's bad. That's like bad design 101. And if you look at this head, great that we've got these nice wide open spikes, but you have to move the head out of the way if you want to shoot this dragon. Oh dang it, I keep on knocking this little gold piece off too. When you pull the head up, this gold piece wants to just jump right off. Also not the greatest design, but so that's one thing here. You could see the 2 points where this thing shoots out, and this head, this is like a natural block. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna block my own shots with my own body because that's how my body was designed. So you just have to be aware of it. It's not the worst thing here, but you are gonna have to be aware. And also, I think if you have your wings folded forward, this little gold piece is gonna also get in the way of you shooting these shots. And these chains are, no, the chains don't get in the way. They almost get in the way, but they don't actually. So yeah, that's probably like the worst part of this dragon, is the main shooting feature. It's just designed poorly. This back part is actually kind of nice though. We've got a blowgun and a little extra dart for Jay to shoot. He's got his blow dart gun thing. You can sit another minifigure on the back, which is great. That works very well as a toy. I think the tail is fine. Super simple build for the tail. Extremely posable. It's got this sort of spiny hooked little feature here. It looks okay. It looks all right. I think that's totally fine. And in general, I think the detailing is all right. These legs are a little bit, they're okay. They're nothing to write home about, but it looks bad from the back. Like this dragon just doesn't look like an organic living creature from the back. And that's sort of one of my bigger criticisms in general for Ninjago dragons. I honestly think the Elves dragons look better than Ninjago dragons. They just look more organic. That's my take on it. But altogether, I wouldn't say it's the worst dragon. It's okay. Play function wise, it's posable, it's easy to move around and stuff. A few parts do fall off, and you shoot these darn spring-loaded shooters. Because if this isn't the way to grab it, then you want to grab it from somewhere over here, and then you're going to be knocking more pieces off. So yeah, there's definitely, they could have changed some things around on it. Not the greatest. But I'm going to take Jay out of the seat. I'm going to take these handles out of his hands. And we're going to show off some minifigures. So I'm going to zoom in the camera. Let's see what's going on a bit closer. Let's see how close we can get. Let's move this dragon out of the way. And here's Jay. So Jay is looking all right. I don't believe this version of Jay is exclusive to this set. I think we've gotten this Jay from other 2016 sets that had the same theme. Pretty decent though. I do like the octopus that is in reflective blue, which is an extremely limited print. There aren't very many prints that work like that. You can see Jay's got the single expression with that cut in his eyebrow. And he's got some detailing on his, I'll show detailing on his back, might as well show off the whole thing. There it is, sorry, there it is. It's a little symbol, some wings, all right, that's it. He's not the sought after fig from this set. He is definitely not. One of the main reasons why we picked this set up in the first place was for this minifigure right over here. I think her name is Syra. So hold on. Actually, I have her here. Siren. She's Siren. And the body for this figure is not exclusive. Lots of just general grunt bad guys have the similar thing. Where it's just look at all these colors and stuff. I think it actually kind of works. I think the color scheme's fine. But her head, specifically the prints for her face. So we've got this disgruntled female figure face with an eye patch, which is just like you do not get it. You don't get this print ever. And that's what's exclusive about it. I think it's great. She's got the sort of kind of nice smirk on this side and the more disgruntled one. I think the hairpiece also fits her pretty well with the black bob. I think her character also feels very complete when she's got this neck bracket and extra sword in the back. That all works. I think this minifig works really well, and nobody's selling her on Bricklink. She's like, I think for only $5 if people actually were to post her up online or something, but just nobody's selling her. I think people just like this fig and no one wants to sell her. I'm not sure. And then our last fig, not a fig. This is a Monkey Wretch. It comes with a stud harpoon gun. It's actually a really good design. Hold on, I can't actually see my screen that well, but here we go. It actually shoots out its full length distance that it needs to go. The chain itself, of course, isn't that long, so you can't really shoot it very far. Let's see if you can and of course, it's just for play features. You can't really, if you can harpoon something from an actual shot from the stud gun, I mean, that's amazing, and you probably can't repeat that. It's just kind of a cool little function. I think it's a really good use for a stud shooter. It also looks all right. I actually think the look of the stud gun in this color and with the harpoon sticking out with the chain, I think that actually looks good. Also, the monkey's made out of metal for the most part. This is a really old monkey mold. I think this is an old one. Or no, it looks a little bit updated, but the general design of the monkey mold with these minifig arms making up both the legs and the arms, that's a pretty age-old design, and I still think it looks pretty good. So that's what we got here. Also, yes, a Jin Blade. This set also came with another Jin Blade. That's Naya inside the Jin Blade, and I don't know. I'm not much one for the lore. This is our flyer. I think they just call it, one of the pirate sky flyers. The one, I'm not a big fan of these little bits of blue cross pieces hanging out in the front, but I also don't really mind it. I don't think it really matters. We could have gotten that in tan, but then I think the wings would have been a little bit looser. They would have been, you can still pose them here, but there's quite a bit of friction to the point where, if they had been tan in the front, it might be kind of annoying. The wings could have been falling about. So I guess that's why we've got blue in the front. But anyways, yeah, that is a spring-loaded shooter. You can twist this thing around. And might as well show it off, show it in action. Let me zoom it out just a little bit. Of course, spring-loaded shots. Okay, Jay, you're gonna see if we can knock him over. Sometimes it doesn't actually knock guys over. I think it's gonna definitely knock Jay over though. Oh, missed one. There he's gone. Okay, that's it. He's done. I don't feel like picking up every single spring-loaded shot because it's always a massive mess. But they did give you like 5 or 6 extras because that's what happens. You lose these pieces. I'm going to zoom all the way back out and do one final thoughts on our set. Okay, so the dragon. Jay's Elemental Dragon set. The dragon itself, I think it looks fine. I think it looks good. I think the halfway splayed out wings, the halfway folded up wings, was probably a good idea for design. You know, you couldn't have this big open folding wing thing and have it still be kind of structurally sound. So I thought that was a good idea. I think the build for the head is good, especially the fact that we have this posable neck bracket that allows for a lot of extra posability. The legs don't look that good, though they do function well. I'm sure you can pose this dragon in a lot of different positions in account for having such posability allowed for the feet joint and the legs and everything. Big problem, though, is the spring-loaded shots. These placement here is just the worst placement. You could have had these shots pointing out in the back. Your natural way you want to grip the dragon is by grabbing it right here, which is the most solid spot, but you're going to end up shooting the shots out. But don't worry, you're probably not going to hit anybody in the eye because the head is already blocking the trajectory of the shots for the most part. So, double negative with the spring-loaded shooters. I know that they wanted to add them. It just wasn't placed right. Just doesn't work that well. Oh yeah, I did forget to point that out. But we have two very nice prints, probably exclusive to the set. I'm not entirely sure, but 2 nice prints that are on those golden circular 2x2 round pieces. So dragon looks fine. It doesn't look wonderful. It looks all right, and the play function for spring-loaded shots is pretty awful. You can fit 2 minifigs on the top. I think that's pretty good. And the flyer here is, I think it looks great. I think the flyer actually looks great, and it works just fine. Big fan of the minifigs. I really do like this Siren build. That minifig is great. The female pirate with the eye patch. Jay's fine. I don't believe he's exclusive. And the monkey wretch is always just a fun guy to have. The monkey. Stay, Jay. Stay. Okay, good. And the monkey wretch is always just a good guy to have. Just a funny, fun character. And his harpoon gun works. So that's always nice. So I would say for the price, it is $30 normally. You can get it for $25 on Amazon right now. And it's 350 pieces exactly. That's good. That's positive. Even if you're not getting it at the discount, it's still a pretty positive part to price ratio. So I think that is where the set really does excel. It's not going to break the bank in the same way other sets will. It's still, I mean, $30 is a $30 set, but in terms of what you get, I think it is more than fair. The bad guy elements also feel pretty even. It's Jay and a big dragon, but it's versus a flyer and a siren fig and a monkey wretch who feels somehow more sorry, he's not really in the shot, but he feels somehow more well equipped just on the account of him having a harpoon gun. So altogether, I think it's decent. I think it's pretty good. And I'm glad that we got it because we definitely needed some figs, and these parts are awesome. This thing, I'm probably never parting this thing down. I just like the look of it with the engine in the back and big 6-shooter in the front. This is a little flyer that I think is just going to always be in the studio. Anyways, yeah, I'm flipping it back to this camera. And that's it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our content. I'm pretty positive I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow. It's just me in the studio this week, which means I'm sort of taking over all the different episodes for this week and next week and stuff like that. So there might be a day or two this week that I do not have a live stream, just forewarning you. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow. So anyways, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed our content. If you did, you can always like, subscribe, do what you want to do. And all right, that's it. So we will see you next time at BrickVault.